Hello. I am here. I am tired, hot, and I have a headache. I'm not sure any of that is my fault. But if I have to end the stream earlier, because of it, that's why. But anyway, we are hopefully solving a murder today. It's one of those choose your own adventure type ones. So there'll be some good story in this. We did a bit of Heart of Ice. I think it's a Dave Morris one. I will look in a minute. We did Heart of Ice in the Bean Dive, and it was like, ooh, this is intriguing. So, hello into Raina and Alkesh and Mr. Cornus and Sir Khalid and Subterfuge and anyone else who is lurking. Right, let me get the informations up. Murder on the Disorient Express. And also hope that Xbox is not having issues. Someone was saying something about it, things being down, but I'm logged in. Hopefully the game will launch. So, published and developed by Infinite Zone. I wonder if this is it may be. So the Fine Art of Murder, Heart of Ice, and the Murder on the Disorient Express. So Dave Morris was the Heart of Ice one, but they're all published and developed by Infinite Zone. So I imagine potentially based on some sort of story. Available also on Switch and probably Steam and other platforms, but for some reason IGDB is only telling me Switch. Price-wise on Xbox, which we're playing today thanks to ID at Xbox, we're looking at $2.99 or £2.49. I mean, yeah, no. And highly key. It's an interactive murder mystery on the world-famous train. Step into the role of a cunning detective tasked with solving a perplexing murder before the time runs out. There are 11 achievements. They are all obtainable. William James Magnus III has been murdered, and you're the only one with the investigative know-how to interrogate the other passengers and find the true culprit. But with the train barreling towards the station, you only have so much time to solve the case before the murderer gets away. Framed as a classic choose-your-own-adventure novel, Murder on the Disorient Express takes the best aspects of your favourite mystery novels and adds an interactive twist. Choose who you speak to, what you investigate, collect evidence, and make your final deduction based on limited information. Choose wisely, or the culprit will get off scot-free. With so many possible conversations to have, Murder on the Disoriented Express cannot be fully experienced in one playthrough. Take different paths and follow different leads to get a complete view of the events in additional playthroughs. There are over a dozen possible endings. Unlock them to see the full story. So this is what happened in the Fine Art of Murder, which was the first one that I played of this. So let me load it up, switch over and go hello. I may have knocked things again, but hopefully we're all lined up. Probably somewhat based on the Agatha Christie Murder on the Orient Express. I do like a good choose your own adventure, and these ones are usually quite well written. Okie dokes, right. Is there music? Possibly not, I don't know. Alright. Infinite Zone. Murder on the Disorient Express. Let's start with settings. Music on, sound effects on, story narration. That's an option? Okay. Oh yeah, it was, wasn't it? Can I make it slightly faster? Okay. So I don't have to read, we just have to listen. That's cool. Based on Murder on the Disorient Express by Shane Hayes and Jonah Oxhandle. There we go. So we've got story moments. We have not had those yet, so we will start a new story.
Your name is Robert Carpenter. The year is 1906. You are on a train bound for Istanbul from London.
That was
you are
loud.
awoken by a piercing shriek from the carriage ahead.
Okay. Right, I turned it up because I couldn't hear the sound and there wasn't any sound at that time, and then I just deafened myself and leaked through on the stream, so sorry about that. Okay. Yeah, you roll out of bed and throw on some clothes.
You want to know what happened?
Oh.
Do you ask?
The weeping young woman, the older man in a fancy suit, the older woman in an elegant dress, the young man in an extravagant jacket, the young man in plain clothing, the bearded man with a book under his arm, the baggage boy, the waitress, or the chef. You are finished. Okay. The weeping young woman is unlikely to actually be able to help us if she's weeping. I'm gonna go with the baggage boy.
He's dead.
Do you ask?
Oh. Who's dead?
One of our wealthiest passengers has been found dead. What a tragic turn of events.
Do you ask?
Okay, maybe the young man in an extravagant jacket?
My father's business partner has died. His daughter thinks he was murdered, but I think the old bastard's heart gave out.
Do you ask?
So that's the father.
A business partner of mine has been found dead in his room. Do you ask?
My father's been murdered.
Do you ask?
A wealthy businessman is dead. Some people think he was murdered.
Do you?
A very rich man has died on a train. How very mysterious.
Do you ask?
Alice Christie. Nice.
My husband's business partner is dead. It's a shame, he was such a nice man.
Do you?
Some filthy capitalist pig got what he deserved.
Do you ask? There is something fishy about this whole situation. You decide to talk to the passengers and staff to get the whole story. The train will arrive at the next station at precisely 6 a.m. You have until then to learn what you can. You may move freely between the carriages, but 15 minutes will pass any time you talk to someone. You have encountered a new story moment, no stone unturned.
We talk to everybody. We know that someone is dead, probably murdered. They're rich and a business person. Which doesn't really mean anything particularly. But anyway, it's Thursday. I'm really freaking tired. Yeah. And it just feels like it's going to be full on for like the next so many weeks, both at work and otherwise. But I have heard it's raining this weekend. I am hoping this is true. I'm going to go for a walk in the rain. But also I have a friend coming to stay, so I have to like tidy. Mostly just because I've got like 3 loads of laundry scattered around the flat. Not for any other reason. But yeah, let's investigate.
The current time is 2:15 a.m. You are in the first-class carriage. This is the Magnus family's room, where William James Magnus III lies dead. Olivia Magnus is here.
Okay. So we've got until 6. We could view the evidence log. We have no evidence yet. Okay. Engage the daughter.
Who's there? Oh, Mr. Carpenter, it's you.
I came to offer my deepest condolences. And also to ask a few questions, if you don't mind.
Yes? What is it?
Well, you made it sound like your father was murdered, but I don't see any sign of a struggle. What makes you suspect foul play?
Oh, is that how I made it sound? I can't remember what I said. It's just so horrible.
I'm sorry, maybe I shouldn't have brought it up.
No, don't worry. My father and I weren't very close.
I seem to remember that on the Orient Express, the Poirot Christie one, the Agatha Christie one, it was like everybody had killed, and I think it was a rich lady. Like everybody had tried to kill her. It was ridiculous. And that's not really a spoiler. The book came out in like the 1920s. But sorry if you feel that's a spoiler.
It's funny, though he just passed away, it feels like I haven't seen him in years.
What do you mean?
Well, when I was younger, his business was much smaller. We were not the wealthy family we are now. Then the business grew, and it absorbed him. He lived and died for his business. I hardly seem to see him anymore.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Take this trip, for instance. You may think that we're headed to Istanbul for a holiday, but really it's for business. He and the Chamberlains had some foreign negotiations to settle with their business partners in India.
Hi Dan, hi Milo. We're good. So Poirot killed them all. I mean, no. But yeah, so I think they all took turns to stab her, and it was really ridiculous. But yeah.
Do you know the Chamberlains well?
Yes. Our families are rather close, as you might suspect. We played blackjack tonight, you know.
Blackjack?
Yes. We were playing in the recreation carriage for about an hour this evening. It's a shame you went there to play with us. We finally called it quits around midnight.
Evidence. So yeah, I don't know why the TV's barely on, but it seems to be like it's leaking. But anyway, how are you, Dan? I have been following photos of doggos on Instagram, and otherwise, just existing. The heat is somewhat under control, though I do have a headache, and it feels unfair.
So the 5 of you were together the entire evening?
No, it was just Mr. Chamberlain, his son, and I. Mrs. Chamberlain detests blackjack, so I remember she left to go to bed early. I parted ways with the others once the game ended.
I see. Thank you for sharing all this information.
You're welcome. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to talk to Thomas. Goodbye for now.
I think it was Thomas Carter. You were very tired and just walking around with doggos. I mean, fair.
The current time is 2:30 a.m. You are in the first-class carriage. This is the Magnus family's room, where William James Magnus III lies dead. Olivia Magnus is here. You can't interact anymore.
I feel like waiting 15 minutes, maybe somebody would come in, but I'm just gonna go to the corridor for now.
The current time is 2:30 a.m. You are in the first-class carriage. This is where wealthy passengers have large, extravagant rooms. There is nobody here to talk to.
Do we have any evidence yet? We do have evidence.
Jeffrey Chamberlain Sr., Jeffrey Chamberlain Jr., and Olivia were playing blackjack together from 11:30 to 12:30. Catherine was away from her family from 11:30 to 12:30 while they were playing blackjack. Magnus and the Chamberlains were traveling to Istanbul to settle foreign negotiations with Indian businessmen. There were no signs of a struggle in Magnus's room, and the victim had no visible wounds. Olivia immediately suspected that her father was murdered.
We don't know when he was murdered, though.
The current time is 2:30 a.m.
Yeah,
You
sure.
are in the first-class carriage.
You already said
This
that.
is where wealthy passengers have large, extravagant rooms.
Yeah,
There is
yeah,
nobody
yeah.
here to talk to.
Okay. The Raven, yes. And I played that twice. I did the walkthrough for that one. I loved that one. That was really good. Really well done. For some reason I thought there was a follow-up. I don't know why. I don't know why I thought there was a follow-up. But yeah, that one was a really good game. Hopefully this game obtained a license from Chusco, they might get sued. I mean, maybe re-release, but I don't think it added anything to the story particularly. I mean, Nikki, this is the third one that they've released on Xbox, so, The others are still on Xbox. Oh, did I say when this one came out? I don't think I did. Came out on the 25th of June this year, 2026. Right, I'm gonna go to the dining carriage.
The current time is 2:30 a.m. You are in the dining carriage. This is where passengers sit down to eat. Klaus Metz is here.
I can't remember who he is. Is that the one that said it was a capitalist pig?
You lost or something?
I'm sorry
Yeah,
to disturb you,
capitalist
sir. But what are you doing having a drink at this hour?
It's to calm my nerves. All of this murder business has me riled up.
Oh. How so?
Listen up, kid. I would have loved to murder that capitalist pig. He had it coming. They all do. but I was beaten to it. The name's Klaus Metz, by the way.
I'm Robert. Well met.
Yeah. You playing detective or something? Take it from old Klaus. There's some real shady business happening on this train.
I'm just googling the Raven game to see what it says. Raven, Legacy of a Master Thief. Three parts. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about a sequel, so maybe it's just the remastered thing. Would be nice, so I would definitely play a sequel.
Shady business.
Yeah, the staff are mighty suspicious. Take that baggage boy, for instance. I heard it's his first time working here. I saw him sneaking past my room late in the night, headed for the dining car. But when I went to go and get a drink myself, he was nowhere to be seen.
Maybe somebody simply requested something out of their luggage.
I guess he did have a case with him, but that's not the only thing that happened. It was noisy next door, and I couldn't sleep, so I tried to go get some shut-eye in the recreation carriage.
I remember that. It sounded like Thomas Carter and Olivia Magnus were having some kind of argument. It must have been around 1 in the morning. Please, go on.
So I get to the recreation carriage, and that baggage boy passed through with more luggage. He was gone for over half an hour. Seriously, where does the kid disappear to?
That is strange. Who would request their baggage at 1 in the morning?
I mean, a night owl?
You said it, kid, not me. I wish that were all, though. The entire time the baggage boy was away, the waitress stepped out of the crew carriage and started rummaging around like she was looking for something. When the baggage boy was back and I thought I could finally get some shut-eye, then there was that terrible scream. And, well, you know the rest.
Thank you, Klaus. This information will be valuable for my investigation.
Yeah, cut the formalities.
The current time is 2:45 a.m. You are in the dining carriage. This is where passengers sit down to eat. Jeffrey Chamberlain Sr., Jeffrey Chamberlain Jr., and Catherine Chamberlain are here.
Right, well, we'll definitely engage them. Hi, BX. But yes, hello, everyone. Hopefully you're all doing okay. We have weekend co-stream planned, and then Persona on Sunday. But next week there's only one stream, and that's on Thursday. So I don't know what I'm playing. I might just play Persona.
Robert, please, join us.
Speak for yourself, Mother. I see right through Robert. He's a bloody villain at heart.
Now, son. Robert is a fine chap. Don't let William Magnus's death cloud your judgment.
For a business partner, you seem surprisingly unfazed by the old man's death.
An astute observation, my boy. One could say that Magnus and I were not on the best terms. But as far as business goes, this is an absolute mess.
We're doomed, the company's doomed, and you're doomed too.
Oh, stop your complaining, Jeffrey. Ignore him, dear. His emotions fluctuate at this time of night.
I'm afraid what he says is true. Without Magnus, I'm not sure how we're going to settle these foreign negotiations.
Negotiations?
The company gets its goods from India, but competition is high. As with most companies these days, we're not without our rivals.
Okay.
Yeah, soon we'll be buying Thaddeus Saxton's goods instead of our own. Those bloody Americans, why can't they stay in their own country?
Now. So far, Saxton is doing poorly in the British market. It's these Indian companies that I'm worried about, trying to undercut our prices. If we don't come to some sort of agreement soon, we'll be out of business.
Do you think Mr. Magnus could have been murdered by a business rival?
It wouldn't be out of the question.
Interesting selection of genres and chaos today.
I'm sure there are plenty of scoundrels who would benefit from our negotiations failing.
I think it was that Indian chef. He could have easily poisoned William's food or drink.
I wish he would have poisoned your food instead, Father.
By George. Will the back talk ever end? I'm sorry you have to see him like this, Robert. No, I'm sorry, but we must be going. I hope we get another chance to talk soon, old sport. Cheers.
Old sport.
The current time is 3 a.m. You are in the dining carriage. This is where passengers sit down to eat. Geoffrey Chamberlain Sr., Geoffrey Chamberlain Jr., and Catherine Chamberlain are here. The current time is 3 a.m. You are in the kitchen carriage. This is where food for the passengers is stored and prepared. Alice Christie is here.
Oh, Mr. Carpenter. Do you have a moment?
Sure. What do you need?
I'm investigating Mr. Magnus's death. Something seems fishy about the whole affair, so I'm interviewing each of the passengers. Could you tell me about your whereabouts after 11? As I recall, you followed the Chamberlains out of the dining carriage once you finished eating.
Indeed. I then retired to my room to read, and I was there for the rest of the evening.
So you didn't go to the recreation carriage with the Chamberlains? How curious. Not a very strong alibi, hmm?
I suppose not. If it helps, I remember hearing Thomas return to his room. That must have been at about 11:30.
Did you by any chance hear if Mr. Carter left his room afterwards?
I don't think so. Why?
It seemed to me like the two men had unfinished business. After you and the Chamberlains had left the dining carriage at 11, Thomas Carter and Mr. Magnus started having a rather heated discussion. While I was fetching a bottle of wine for Mr. Magnus, the two left. I delivered the wine straight to Magnus's room at midnight.
Okay.
He appeared to be alone, but I couldn't help but feel as if there was someone else in the room.
What? A ghost?
Oh, Robert. How you amuse me. No, I couldn't help but think that he was having a secret conversation, I think with Thomas. You know how it is with these businessmen. In every single murder mystery novel I've read, there has always been some form of blackmail involved.
I'm sorry to disprove your theory.
That is quite all right. Sometimes questions are as useful as answers. Take this wine bottle, for instance. Why is it askew?
I don't know.
Arthur always leaves the bottles in a perfect line.
Perhaps he was tired. Or nervous.
I see what you're suggesting. But I trust Arthur. And I know for a fact that there were 5 bottles of wine left after I delivered Magnus's wine. Now there are only 4.
Indeed. 4, and a small bottle.
A small bottle? Could it be? Aha!
Aha.
Robert, you've done it.
What have I done exactly?
Look. Strychnine. It's a highly toxic poison. It must be what killed the old man.
What?
This is a crucial development. Thank you, Robert. Now, sit back and relax. The sharp intellect of Alice Christie will have this crime solved within the hour.
You have encountered a new story moment, bitter truth.
Nice.
The current time is 3:15 a.m. You are in the kitchen carriage. This is where food for the passengers is stored and prepared. There is nobody here to talk to.
Okay. It only advances time when we move. We
The
already
current
talked to
time is
Max.
3:15 a.m. You are in the dining carriage. This is where passengers sit down to eat. The current time is 3:15 a.m. You are in the first class carriage. This is where wealthy passengers have large, extravagant rooms. The current time is 3:15 a.m. You are in the second class carriage. This is where average passengers have modest rooms. There is nobody here to talk to.
Let's see what's in my room.
The current time is 3:15 a.m. You are in the second class carriage. This is your room. You were blissfully asleep here not so long ago. Alice Christie is here.
I'm just going to talk to Alice because she's hilarious.
Robert.
Hello, Alice. Investigating, I see.
My, you have a sharp intellect. I even brought my dusting equipment as a cover story.
Are you searching for anything in particular?
As a matter of fact, I am. You don't happen to have any documents showing your handwriting, do you?
Here's a letter I wrote to my parents a few days ago. I'm planning on sending it as soon as we reach the station.
Well, this is a surprisingly personal letter. But luckily for you, there's no match.
What do you mean? No match with what?
Take a look at this. It's a note I found in Magnus's room. The ink is still fresh, meaning it must have been written by somebody on this train. See, you had better pay up now, or you won't make it off this train alive. There's no doubt. It's a classic case of blackmail.
If someone was blackmailing William Magnus, why is the letter addressed to C?
Way ahead of you, Robert. I've had everyone on the train show me their handwriting. And so far, I found no handwriting matches.
It's very likely that Magnus was writing it and it's addressed to, like, Constance or something.
That only leaves one possibility. This letter must have been written by William Magnus himself.
So you're saying it's an undelivered blackmail letter. Who do you think it's addressed to?
I suppose it could be quite a few people. Thomas Carter, Catherine Chamberlain, Geoffrey Chamberlain. It could even be addressed to myself, for taking so long to fetch Mr. Magnus a bottle of wine.
Wine?
Yes, you didn't know. Mr. Magnus ordered a bottle of the train's finest Pinot Grigio while he was dining
You told
with
me
Mr.
in the
Carter.
kitchen.
Only I may have gotten a little absorbed in my book.
Easily done.
By the time I brought it out, the two men had already left. I delivered the bottle to Mr. Magnus's room at midnight.
I see. So, do you think Mr. Magnus could have been blackmailing Thomas Carter?
It's certainly a possibility. I overheard that Carter's deep in debt, and blackmail could be a reason why. I'm not spilling all of the secrets I found quite yet, though. If you want to see the master sleuth at work, join me in the recreation carriage at 3:45. I'll have the case solved by then, or my name's not Alice Christie.
Thanks for the invitation. See you around. You have encountered a new story moment, the letter C. The current time is 3:30 a.m. The current time is 3:30 a.m. You are in the second-class carriage.
Okay, so we'll talk
This is
to
where average passengers
Thomas and then visit the recreation.
The current time is 3:30 a.m.
Oh.
You are
okay.
in the second-class carriage. This is Thomas Carter's room. An assortment of poetry and classic literature is strewn haphazardly across the bed. There is nobody here to talk to. The current time is 3:30 a.m. The current time is 3:30 a.m. You are in the second-class carriage. This is Klaus Metz's room. A selection of communist literature is gathered neatly on the bedside table. The current time. The current time is 3:30. The current time is 3:30 a.m. You are in the baggage carriage. This is where the passengers' luggage is stored. There is a door towards the rear of the train labeled Staff Only. John Smith is here.
Yes, the current time is 8:35 p.m. You're in Angel SKJo's Twitch chat. Sneaky is being a silly goose. I mean, fair. John Smith, the most
Hello.
generic name ever.
John?
I can't believe this. I didn't have to take this blasted job after all. It must have been that business partner who killed him. But how and why would he off old Magnus?
Oh, he's talking to himself. Perhaps I should continue listening in.
That Chamberlain fellow was with his son the entire night. He'd have the motive, certainly, but not the opportunity. Could it have been the staff? Arthur and Alice were both in bed by 1, so they also have strong alibis. And then there's that Robert fellow. He claims he stayed in his room all evening. As if. Who does that when there's so many juicy conversations to hear? Well, it will be interesting to hear what Alice has to say. It will also be interesting to see who shows up to her grand reveal. I believe I've told her all I know well about the others anyway. I hope she finds that business partner guilty. Think of how good that would be for business back home. I can smell the money rolling in already. Wait, what was that? Who's there?
Meow.
Meow. It's a little bit robo because I've turned up the speed. It was on 2 out of 3 and I did 3 out of 3 because, well, there's great wodges of text and I'm not in the best of patience.
Yeah, as if cats were allowed on the train. What are you doing eavesdropping, Robert? That's my job, you hear?
I'm sorry. I heard you mutter my name, and I couldn't help but listen in.
Well, look, I'll put it this way, pal. Leave the investigating to the professionals, kid.
What do you mean?
I mean that I'm a private detective in disguise. I've been keeping tabs on Magnus and the Chamberlains for a great deal of time now.
Aha! The name like John Smith, of course you were.
I take it your real name's not John Smith, then?
Detective Tom Harry, at your service. Now, I'll let you in on a little secret. Mr. Magnus and Mr. Chamberlain ran a shady business. You can't amass that much wealth through legitimate practices, if you catch my drift. They smuggled all sorts of things for their clients.
Smuggling?
You heard me. That's why I've been snooping around so much.
So
I
I
entered the
keep on going
Chamberlain's
in and
room
out
from
of the
half
baggage
past
car.
11 until midnight to do a little dusting. Really? I was looking for evidence I could use to catch them red-handed. But they're slippery folks. They've left no trace of their shady dealings.
Did you say
Dodgy
something about
bug.
Alice having some sort of grand reveal?
Yeah. 3:45 in the recreation carriage. Be there or be suspicious. She thinks she has everything figured out. What an amateur.
Well, thank you, Tom. I must be going now.
Stay out of trouble, will you? Heh. He's so gullible.
You have encountered a new story moment. Dodgy buggers.
Dodgy buggers. Yeah. I have to laugh at that.
The current time is 3:45 a.m.
3:45 a.m.
The current time is 3:45 a.m. You are in the recreation carriage. This is where passengers can relax and play games. Alice Christie, Arthur Darcy, John Smith, Olivia Magnus, Thomas Carter, Jeffrey Chamberlain Sr. and Catherine Chamberlain are here.
But not Junior. Or Karl Marx or whatever his name was.
Thank you everybody for showing up. I realize that it has been a long day for us all, so I will cut to the chase.
You know who murdered my father?
Why, of course, dear. They are among us as we speak.
I don't like this, dear. To think that
Among
one of us could be a
or
killer.
amongst us?
There, Catherine, my love. Alice, assuming Mr. Magnus was murdered, what makes you think the killer is in this very room?
Aha! I'm glad you asked. After all, your son and Klaus Metz are elsewhere, are they not? But think of it this way. It would be foolish for the true murderer to turn down a hearing such as this. Not only do they miss out on what is currently known, but they also cast unnecessary suspicion upon themselves. No, the murderer is here. So which one of you could it be? The daughter who stands to inherit Mr. Magnus's vast fortune? Her love interest who's in an incredible amount of debt? Or maybe the business partner and his wife who were, by their own admission, not on the best terms with Mr. Magnus?
Ah,
Or could it be our brand new baggage boy, who's been acting suspicious the minute he set foot on this train?
I thought you were going to cut to the chase.
This has been a challenging mystery, but the killer's identity is revealed by a few key facts. First, William Magnus ordered a bottle of wine that I delivered at precisely 11:45. The wine he ordered was a bottle of Sebastiani's fine Italian Pinot Grigio, our finest and our most expensive wine on the
Grigio.
train. That was the last time anyone claims to have seen Mr. Magnus alive. Second, in the kitchen, we found a bottle of strychnine, a potent poison. I know for a fact it wasn't there before the kitchen closed, meaning someone must have snuck into the kitchen late at night.
Ah!
Third, while the killer was planting evidence, they also took something from the kitchen. That's right, don't think for a second that I hadn't noticed. They took another bottle of the same brand of wine, just to cause confusion. But the jig is up. The murderer made one all-important mistake. They did not expect the intellect of Alice Christie. Did you, Olivia Magnus, Thomas Carter, Jeffrey Chamberlain Sr., Catherine Chamberlain, and John Smith?
I'm sorry. Are you accusing all of us?
Why, of course. This murder was far too risky for one person to pull off alone. One ill-timed passerby would ruin everything. That's why you all waited until late into the night. All of you, except for Thomas Carter, were waiting in the recreation carriage until Arthur and I were fast asleep. Once the coast was clear, you all snuck over to Magnus's room and poisoned him.
This is all such poppycock.
I mean, yeah. It feels a little far-fetched.
Just look at how much you have upset young Olivia. Some things, Alice, are better left unsaid.
I didn't murder my father. Why would I? Sure, he was tough to live with at times, but...
This is not the reaction I expected to hear.
Alice, I for one think that you have been spouting utter nonsense. You should be ashamed of yourself, coming up with such an outrageous theory.
I'm sorry to say it, but I think I agree with them, Alice. This theory's quite a stretch.
Fine.
Talked with Arthur, yeah.
I'll find a piece of evidence so decisive, you'll all apologize for criticizing my theory. Come, Arthur. We have some work to do.
The current time is 4 a.m. You are in the recreation carriage. This is where passengers can relax and play games. Olivia Magnus, Jeffrey Chamberlain Sr., Catherine Chamberlain, and Thomas Carter are here. Alice Christie rummaged through the baggage a little after 1. Magnus ordered a bottle of wine before leaving the dining carriage, but the waitress took a long time to fetch it. Alice Christie was the last to see Magnus alive around 11:45. Alice Christie is obsessed with murder mysteries. Olivia, Arthur, John, Catherine and Jeffrey Chamberlain Sr. attended Alice Christie's grand reveal at 3:45 in the recreation carriage. Alice Christie and Arthur Darcy both retired to their quarters at the back of the train around 1. Alice delivered wine to Magnus's room at 1:15 to midnight. Arthur emigrated from India years ago.
Why is
Jeffrey
that
Chamberlain
relevant?
Sr., Jeffrey Chamberlain Jr., and Olivia were playing blackjack together from 11:30 to 12:30. Catherine was away from her family from 11:30 to 12:30 while they were playing blackjack. Jeffrey Chamberlain Jr. was with his father all night. John Smith is an American. They're dodgy buggers.
I didn't say it. I didn't say it.
John Smith was dusting in the Chamberlains' room from 11:30 to midnight, and nobody else was with him. This was John Smith's
Dusting.
first time working on the train. John Smith left the baggage carriage a little after 1 and didn't return for over half an hour. A blackmail letter addressed to C was found in Magnus's room. Someone else may have been hiding in Magnus's room at 11:45. Magnus and the Chamberlains were traveling to Istanbul to settle foreign negotiations with Indian businessmen.
I mean, maybe it's relevant that the cook was from India because, you know.
There were no signs of a struggle in Magnus's room, and the victim had no visible wounds. Olivia and Thomas were having a heated discussion in his room after 1. Olivia immediately suspected that her father was murdered. As his sole kin, Olivia Magnus is favoured in her father's will. Magnus's American business rival, Thaddeus Saxton, is doing poorly in the British market.
I got the hiccups. Hello, hello. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Where's my button? Welcome in, Raiders. What were you playing? Ascent to Zero. I can't recall what that one is. Did you have fun? And also, hi, I'm Joe. We are doing a Choose Your Own Adventure, Murder on the Disorient Express. We have the voice set to slightly faster, and it's kind of amusing me. Hey, horror. And yeah, we're just sort of trundling through this and seeing who did the moida. At the moment, I don't know. Possibly. I mean, the only sort of clue I have is that the chef is from India and they were doing dodgy business with people in India, so I don't know. Feels vaguely racist. Either which way, if it's that. Hey, Bilius.
William Magnus and Jeffrey Chamberlain Sr. may share a criminal background. A bottle of strychnine was found in the kitchen. Only a few people were in a position to use it. Thomas Carter and William Magnus were having a tense discussion over dinner. Thomas is in a tremendous amount of debt.
Okay, right.
The current time is 4 a.m. You are in the recreation carriage. This is where passengers can relax and play.
I'm going to talk to them.
Well, that was absolute balderdash. I am so very sorry you had to listen to that rubbish, Olivia.
Yes, if that woman even thinks about making up more evidence, I'll...
Please, my dear, calm yourself. Alice is just doing the best she can in place of the police.
But what she said about the poison, it's so horrible. Father really was murdered.
It seems that way, yes. We can no longer rule out that he was poisoned by a business rival.
Who do you think it could be?
Mm-mm.
Do you think they could be on the train? Are they going to come for us next?
You must not fret about such matters, dear. It's bad for your health. Your mother would have hated to see you like this.
I bet it was that dastardly Thaddeus Saxton. He's been eyeing the British market for years now, but we've managed to keep him from getting a foothold.
Could someone on the train be working for him?
No way. The baggage boy is American. What if he's been working for Thaddeus Saxton this whole time?
I'm still more inclined to suspect that little communist Klaus Metz. Surely someone must have paid him to be on the train as a rabble-rouser.
Did you find anything else out about him, Mrs. Chamberlain? Father seemed really distressed that he was on the train.
I did, just as your father asked, and searched Metz's room while you were playing blackjack. I'm afraid my search didn't turn up anything we could use to link him to our competitors.
It's not going to be Metz. That's too easy.
Well, don't worry, Olivia, my dear. I'm sure the police will have this dealt with as soon as we reach the station. In the meantime, all we have to do is stick together.
Oh my. Look at the time. Now, Olivia, if you will excuse us, we must be going.
So much for sticking together.
The time is 4:30 a.m.
Oh,
You hear a
Jesus
gunshot
Christ.
from the first-class carriage. Once again, several people are clustered around the Magnus room, both passengers and staff.
Of course there's another bloody gunshot. So yeah, we've managed to find 4 pieces of evidence. Or 4 story moments. I really wish it would turn its pages better,
want to
because
know
it
what
keeps on
happened?
giving me
Do you ask?
flashes of page. Alright, I'm going to start with Alice.
How mysterious. That sounded just like a gunshot.
Do you ask?
Fallen young man in this carbon jacket.
Calm yourselves.
Do you ask?
Confused older man.
Great Scott! On my uncle's moustache. Son, are you hurt?
Do you ask?
Jeffrey! Jeffrey, what's happened? Are you all right? Oh no. No, no.
Do you ask?
Another one?
Do you ask?
I'd better open the kitchen for Klaus again.
Do you ask? Thomas stays.
I had nothing to do with this, you swine. Get your hands off me.
Do you ask?
Why on earth are they fighting?
Do you ask?
I'm finished asking questions.
Please, calm down, everyone. Thomas and I, we opened a bottle of champagne, that's all. But the champagne must have been greatly pressurized. The cork hit me here, in my chest. It hurt like hell, that's why I'm holding it. Don't worry. I'm not injured. Please, everyone, go back to your rooms. Go back to your rooms. Everything is under control.
Oh, that's just weirdly suspicious.
The current time is 4:30 a.m. You are in the first-class carriage. This is the Magnus family's room, where William James Magnus III lies dead.
We don't know how he died, or when he died, particularly.
The current time is 4:30 a.m. You are in the first-class carriage. This is where...
I'm gonna go see if I can
The
find the
current
chef.
time is 4:30... The current time is 4...
No.
The current time is 4:30 a.m.
Chamberlain's room. Ooh.
The current time is 4:30 a.m. You are in the first-class carriage.
Well, as long as it stays 4:30.
The current time is 4:30 a.m.
I will belong.
The current time is 4:30 a.m. The
Current time is
The
4:30 a.m.
The current time is 4...
Where is everybody?
The current time is 4... The current time is 4... The current time is 4:30 a.m. You are in the baggage carriage. This is where the passenger's luggage is stored. There is a door towards the rear of the train labeled Staff Only. The current time is 4:30 a.m.
So, there's no one?
The current time is 4:30.
Okay, well, we're gonna have to wait 15 minutes.
You take some time to rest. The current time is 4:45 a.m. You are in the dining carriage. This is
Hi,
where
Vlad.
passengers sit down to eat. Klaus Metz, Arthur Darcy, and Olivia Magnus are here.
Streaming! Finally, we get to talk to Arthur Darcy.
I need another drink.
What? Another one? It's nearly 5 in the morning.
Hey, what's the big idea? Don't you know a man needs a drink?
Oh, Klaus. Always up at the strangest hours.
I wouldn't mind a little something myself, if the kitchen's open.
Of course. In fact, Ms. Magnus, would you mind if I talk to you in private?
Sure. You practically listened to my whole life story while you were trying to get to bed. It's only right that I return the favor.
I appreciate it. It's about Thomas Carter.
What about him?
Alice Christie and I investigated his room not long ago, and I believe it's only right for you to know what we found.
Good number.
This is about the wine bottle, isn't it?
What? Yes, we found it in his room. A bottle identical to the wine William Magnus ordered, half finished. How did you know that?
Hey, less talk, more drink. What's taking so long?
All right. Please, sir, lower your voice. I will be back in a moment.
All these wine bottles showing up everywhere. You know, one showed up in my room earlier. Whoever left it there didn't even bother leaving me any.
You were here when my father was dining with Thomas, weren't you?
They were just leaving when I got here, yeah. Seemed like the two were having a standoff. Magnus, the bourgeoisie, and Carter, the proletariat.
Is that why you followed my father to his room and killed him?
Now look me in the eye. If I would have killed that heartless businessman, I would have been happy to turn myself in. I would have been a hero. A role model for the entire working class. Hear me now, the workers shall rise.
What on earth is he shouting about now? Olivia, are you all right? Has there been another murder?
You? Yes, I'm talking to you. You and the rest of the bourgeoisie. Your time is up.
Bourgeoisie. Some of us work for our existence.
I'm coming for you, you scoundrel.
Eek! Get this awful peasant man away from me.
Peasant? I'll show you peasant.
And one glass of... Where has Klaus gone?
We'd better follow them and make sure Mrs. Chamberlain is all right. This day couldn't get any worse.
You have encountered a news story moment. The workers shall rise. The current time is 5 a.m.
It's 5 a.m.
The
We
cur-
have
The
an
current
hour,
time is
so we
5
can
a.m.
talk to 4 more people.
You are in the first class carriage. The current time is 5 a.m.
Gar, the pain.
Jeffrey, are you sure you're all right?
My honor soiled, my family ruined.
You sound delirious. Jeffrey, can I come in? Unlock the door. Jeffrey? Now must not be the best time. Maybe I should investigate elsewhere.
Oh, that was a
The
little
current
bit of a
time
waste.
is 5:15 a.m. The current time is 5:15. The current The current time is The current time is 5:15 a.m. You are in the second class carriage. This is Klaus Metz's room. A selection of communist literature is gathered neatly on the bedside table.
We may as well
Jeffrey
follow
Chamberlain
this through.
Sr., Catherine Chamberlain, and Klaus Metz are here.
There you are, you devil.
Hey, you think you can just bust into my room whenever you want, huh? No respect for the working class, huh?
My dueling pistols were moved over to William's room. What did you do with them?
Dueling pistols? I have no idea what you are talking about.
Metz, you horrible man. You will hang for your evil deeds.
What evil deeds? I haven't done a single thing wrong.
Our son is dead.
He's dead?
He's dead?
Shot in the chest. Our poor son. He must have been hiding his wound. He needed to uphold his honor after being insulted by you.
Get out of my face. I didn't have anything to do with whatever you're jabbering on about.
Who paid you to be on this train, scoundrel? Was it someone who wanted our business negotiations with India to fail?
I mean, the other option is that it could be Alice. You know, it's not always the obvious villain, but I feel like it's probably the obvious villain, just not this one. Probably Thomas. Or maybe Catherine, or maybe both.
Unlike you, I paid my way onto this train with my own hard work, you swine.
Maybe it was that dastardly Thaddeus Saxton, looking to get revenge for kicking him out of our domestic market. Those bloody Americans will stoop to anything to get their way.
What in the blazes are you even talking about?
Heed my words, Metz. As soon as we reach the station, you will face justice for your crimes.
The current time is 5:30 a.m. The current time is 5:30 a.m. The current time is 5:30 a.m. You are in the recreation carriage. The current time is 5:30 a.m.
Okay.
You are in the current
Current.
The current time.
That's the
The
wrong way. That way.
The current time is 5:30 a.m. You are
Alice? What are you doing here? Have you come to torment me further?
No. In fact, I must apologize for earlier. It was wrong of me to accuse you of murder without decisive evidence.
Oh. Then what are you doing here?
I'm here for one final evidence sweep. Last time I looked around, I was in a bit of a hurry, but this time nothing will escape my gaze.
Okay, I guess. Help yourself.
Say, Olivia, do you happen to know anybody who goes by the name Thaddeus Saxton?
Oh, that name sounds familiar.
Does it now? An old friend of yours, perhaps?
No, I'm usually good with names. I believe it was a name that my father mentioned once or twice, in relation to some of his business.
Really? How mysterious.
What's so mysterious about it?
Somebody on the train is named Thaddeus Saxton. Look, I have their luggage. Coincidence? I think not.
And
What?
it's the busboy?
Is that a knife?
Yes, it is. And it's not one of ours, so whoever this Thaddeus Saxton fellow is, he brought his own knife.
Not John Smith, not Tony Hall or whatever he said his name was. It's only American, but...
How very mysterious.
What if this man is hiding somewhere on the train? What if, Alice? What if he's under father's bed?
Only one way to find out.
Eek! Did you hear that?
Eek.
There's somebody there.
Compose yourself, Olivia.
Just me.
Look, it's just a box. Nothing to be afraid of. Now let's see what's inside. Dueling pistols.
Dueling pistols? Why are there so many weapons on this train?
I wonder, could there have been more than one person on this train who was after Mr. Magnus's life? Or was the old man prepared for any company he may have had? Oh, if only I had another hour. The facts are just starting to fall into place.
I've got one last chance.
The time is 5:45 a.m. The long journey to Istanbul has come to an end. Everybody has gathered in the recreation carriage, prepared to disembark. This is your last chance to communicate with the passengers and staff before being interrogated by the police.
Go and talk to them.
You would like to know the others' thoughts regarding how William James Magnus III died. Do you ask?
I still can't shake the feeling that there was some collusion in Mr. Magnus's murder. I just wish I had a little more time.
Do you ask?
It had to have been the business partner. He had the best motive, more so than any of the rest of us.
Do you ask?
Since Alice failed to find a criminal, I'd say the old man really just died of heart failure.
Do you ask?
I say that capitalist pig finally saw the light and killed himself.
Do you ask?
I've given it a great deal of thought, and I find the baggage boy to be the most suspicious. I bet he murdered Mr. Magnus while we all had our backs turned and used his servant's position to get away with it.
Do you ask?
Thomas. It's Thomas.
It was that communist over there.
And her.
How can anyone doubt it? Just look at his guilty
Or
face.
her.
Do you ask?
Magnus had his fair share of enemies, but I
Possibly
believe
him.
this case is simpler than it seems. I bet it was that Klaus Metz chap all along.
Do you ask?
I don't know. I'm so tired. The police will handle this, won't they?
Do you ask? It is 6 o'clock in the morning, and the train has arrived at the station. As soon as the station staff realize what happened, they call the police. You are approached by an officer and asked what you know about the situation. Be careful, you can only convince the officer if you select evidence that points at your suspect. Do you tell them?
I'm going to review the evidence log and see what comes into my head.
Alice Christie rummaged through the baggage a little after 1. Magnus ordered a bottle of wine before leaving the dining carriage, but the waitress took a long time to fetch it. Alice Christie was the last to see Magnus alive around 11:45. Alice Christie is obsessed with murder mysteries. Olivia, Arthur, John, Catherine and Geoffrey Chamberlain Sr. attended Alice Christie's grand reveal at 3:45 in the recreation carriage. Alice Christie and Arthur Darcy both retired to their quarters at the back of the train around 1. Alice delivered wine to Magnus's room at 1:15 midnight. Arthur emigrated from India years ago. Jeffrey Chamberlain Sr., Jeffrey Chamberlain Jr., and Olivia were playing blackjack together from 11:30 to 12:30. Catherine was away from her family from 11:30 to 12:30 while they were playing blackjack. Catherine said she searched Klaus's room while her husband and son were playing blackjack, but she didn't find anything unusual.
It's definitely
Jeffrey
not Klaus.
Chamberlain Jr. was with his
That would be
father
just
all night. John Smith
weird.
is an American. They're dodgy buggers. John Smith was dusting in the Chamberlains' room from 11:30 to midnight, and nobody else was with him. This was John Smith's first time working on the train. John Smith left the baggage carriage a little after 1 and didn't return for over half an hour. Klaus is addicted to alcohol. An empty wine bottle was found in Klaus's room after the murder. A blackmail letter addressed to C was found in Magnus's room. Someone else may have been hiding in Magnus's room at 11:45. Magnus and the Chamberlains were traveling to Istanbul to settle foreign negotiations with Indian businessmen. There were no signs of a struggle in Magnus's room, and the victim had no visible wounds. Olivia and Thomas were having a heated discussion in his room after 1. Olivia immediately suspected that her father was murdered. As his sole kin, Olivia Magnus is favored in her father's will. Dueling pistols were found under Magnus's bed. Magnus's American business rival, Thaddeus Saxton, is doing poorly in the British market. Alice discovered luggage belonging to a passenger named Thaddeus Saxton. There was a knife inside.
Yeah, but
William
he wasn't
Magnus and
stabbed.
Jeffrey Chamberlain Sr. may share a criminal background. A bottle of strychnine was found in the kitchen. Only a few people were in a position to use it. Thomas Carter and William Magnus were having a tense discussion over dinner. Thomas is in a tremendous amount of debt. A half-finished bottle of wine was found in Thomas' room after the murder.
Catherine.
All right. What sort of evidence do you have to prove that? Do you tell him?
That makes sense.
Do you tell him?
That makes sense.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Do you tell him?
That makes sense.
Do you tell him?
I don't see how that points to Catherine.
Okay, right. It wasn't. Right.
That. That makes sense. That makes sense.
Do you tell him?
I don't see how that.
No, but it was relevant.
that makes sense. Blimey. Assuming that all of your facts are accurate, you make one very strong case. I think we'll have to bring Catherine in for questioning.
The year is 1906. 2 days have passed since you arrived at the station. The story is all over the news. Jeffrey Charles Chamberlain Sr. and Catherine Chamberlain have both been found guilty of murder. The motive was all too simple. William James Magnus III had been blackmailing the couple after involving them in a smuggling scheme. To eliminate Mr. Magnus, Jeffrey Chamberlain Sr. smuggled strychnine onto the train and convinced his wife to kill Mr. Magnus. At 11:30 on the night of the murder, she snuck into Magnus's room, feigned disloyalty to her husband, and poisoned Magnus's wife. The deed having been done, Catherine hid the bottle of strychnine in the train's kitchen carriage and returned to her room at 12:30. However, circumstances did not favor the couple. Catherine's alibi was shattered by a few crucial details. 1. Several passengers saw Catherine Chamberlain pass through the second-class carriage at 11:30. 2. While she was in William Magnus's room, a man by the name of Klaus Metz was having a drink in the dining carriage. 3. At the same time, the train's baggage boy was dusting the Chamberlain's room. A humble fellow by the name of Robert Carpenter was the one to put the facts of the case together. The game is up for Jeffrey Charles Chamberlain Sr. and Catherine Chamberlain. You solved the mystery. You have encountered a new story moment. You solved the mystery.
I'm not gonna go, it said it might take a few rounds, because there are still story points we haven't discovered. But we did get 7 out of 11. Oops. And it did say we solved the mystery. It's not the full picture, because what the heck is going on with the son? Because he was suddenly dead. So yeah, I am wondering if it'll sound a little less weirdly robotic if I turn it back to 2 out of 3. But yeah, we solved the mystery. Can we continue the current story? No, we literally, that is it. So we have to start a new story. Okay, I'm gonna have a short break first. And then, I don't know, let's see if we can discover something different. Because, you know. But yeah, it was semi-predictable. But, you know, it did say it draws from a lot of great detective books and stuff. And I've read a lot. But also, the sea was quite obviously, you know, Chamberlain and Catherine. And, you know, Catherine had the motive and opportunity. And if that was murder, that would explain why there was no struggle. It's possibly not the only solution. And it might very well still be a murder on the Orient Express type situation. But I feel pretty proud of getting you solved it on the first go. So yeah, bear with me for a few moments. I'll run around and go and get some more tea. Catch you in a minute. Alright, I'm back. Okay, start a new story.
Your name is Robert Carpenter. The year is 1906. You are on a train bound for Istanbul from London. You are awoken by a piercing shriek from the carriage ahead. You want to know what happened. Do you ask?
A very rich man has died on a train. How very mysterious.
My father's been murdered.
A business partner of mine has been found dead in his room.
Do you? There is something fishy about this whole situation. You decide to talk to the passengers and staff to get the whole story. The train will arrive at the next station at precisely 6 a.m. You have until then to learn what you can. You may move freely between the carriages, but 15 minutes will pass any time you talk to someone.
Okay. Let's do things differently.
The current time is 2:15 a.m. You are in the first class carriage. The current time is 2:15 a.m. The current time is 2:15 a.m.
What are you looking at, huh?
Oh, my apologies. I must have been lost in thought.
Everybody seems to be absent-minded on this train. I've had enough of these Brits.
I take it you're from overseas?
I take it that you're prying into others' affairs?
Sorry, I just can't get it out of my head that William Magnus was murdered. Could you tell me what you saw this evening?
Fine. I was here in the baggage carriage most of the night, so I didn't see much. I remember the Chamberlains entered the baggage carriage with Magnus's daughter around 11. They were playing blackjack until about 12:30. The Chamberlains left around then, but the daughter stuck around for a while longer.
She was in the recreation carriage all by herself?
Not quite. The crew carriage is back here, so the train staff passed through to go to bed. Arthur struck up a conversation with the dead man's daughter just after the Chamberlains left. They were having a real sentimental conversation. You didn't hear it from me, but apparently old Magnus wanted his daughter to marry Geoffrey Chamberlain Jr., but she seems more fond of that Thomas Carter fellow.
Did you notice anything out of the ordinary tonight?
Nah, it was a pretty typical night. Alice was here ranting about murder mysteries. She was sleeping in her quarters for the rest of the night. After his conversation with Olivia, Arthur went to bed too. Far as I can tell, he and Alice were both out like rocks by 1 a.m.
Got it. I have just one more question. You said you were here for most of the night. When were you away?
What is this, an interrogation?
Sorry. It's just that this could be important.
Fine. I've got nothing to hide. It must have been at about 11:30 when I left to dust the Chamberlain room. As I said before, they were all here playing blackjack, so I thought it'd be a good opportunity.
That's a strange time to clean. Did you see anyone else during that time?
Yeah, I remember that Thomas Carter kid passing by, around the time I was getting started. I wasn't there for more than a half hour.
I see. Well, thank you, John. I'd best be on my way.
Good riddance.
Okay, can I'm gonna set the voice back to be more fast. Hey, Jesse!
The current
Father, you look distressed.
I am, son. And it's because you look rather guilty.
Me? Guilty? Why, I ought to.
Now that I think about it, you've been acting funny all night. Ha! Are you afraid that Olivia snuck off to see that Carter fellow after we left her? Or are you afraid of something else? Afraid of being discovered?
You do realize that Robert is standing.
Answer the question.
Why the hell would I kill old Magnus? He was the only one keeping Olivia from marrying that rat Thomas Carter. Now that he's dead, I have no one left to bat for me. Besides, I've been with you literally all night. When could I have killed the old man?
You could have been in cahoots with someone else on the train. Like that waitress, for example. What was her name? Alice Christie? Don't think I hadn't noticed you were making eyes at her.
Shut up.
Crikey.
I heard she was the last to have seen William alive around midnight. She could have easily done the deed for you. Now you're one step closer to all of that money Olivia will inherit. Not to mention her share of the business.
Shut up.
I knew I'd failed as a parent, but to think that my own son could turn against me. And now my own life could be at risk.
You brimstone beast. I'm out of here.
Ah, Robert. I didn't see you standing there.
Yeah, but your son did.
I am sorry you had to hear all that. My son has some personality issues, to say the least. I hope you will find it in your heart to forgive him. Oh. I'm sorry, Robert. I should be going. Somebody's got to keep my son from disrupting everything. Cheers, lad.
The current time is 2:45 a.m. The current The current time is...
Olivia, I'm sorry. This must be so hard for you.
It was you, wasn't it?
What?
You did it for me, didn't you? I know you killed my father. And to celebrate with a bottle of wine after doing the deed.
Olivia, I don't understand. What are you?
Don't play dumb with me, Thomas. He was a threat to both of us. No wonder you were in so much debt.
Olivia, please hear me out. If I had killed the old man, I would have told you. And I assure you, I had no monetary connections to the man. The debt I'm in is my own damn fault.
Even if it was, father was still in the way of our marriage. Yesterday you even said you would kill to be with me.
Oh, Olivia, you know I was exaggerating. Now, hold on for a moment. When could I have killed your father? I was in my room almost all night.
Then why were you just returning to your room when I arrived for our time together at 1?
Oh,
Say no
Almost
more.
all? I mean,
To think
the
you could take another
bathroom,
man's
maybe?
life.
Olivia, please. What kind of person do you think I am?
I'm sorry, Thomas. I really want to trust you. But it's just so awful.
Don't worry. I understand. Your life's just been turned upside down. If your father really was murdered, I'm sure the police will get to the bottom of it as soon as we reach the station.
I hope you're right.
As for returning to my room, I went to go see the Chamberlains a little after midnight, but they were all asleep in their room. I can't believe all three of them snore so loudly.
I know, they've been so loud the entire trip. But surely you couldn't have been listening to them snore the entire time you were away.
That...
See? I knew there was something you're not telling me.
Olivia, wait. I can explain.
The current time... The current...
Talk to class.
My old friend Robert. How have you been, buddy? And just what are you doing in my blasted room at this time of night?
Klaus, have you had too much to drink? I see you finished an entire bottle of wine.
Wine? Wine? Wine is for the bourgeois. I don't know where this bottle came from.
Sebastiani's fine Italian Pinot Grigio. It looks
You said it
expensive.
right.
How did you afford this?
You swine. You're accusing me of stealing, are you? Sure, go on, continue exploiting the defenseless proletariat. I'll have you know that I have gone nowhere near that kitchen after it closed.
Where do you think it came from then?
Who knows? Someone must have put it there just to rile me up. It wasn't there the last time I was in here.
When was that?
It must have been around 1 in the morning. That Carter kid and the dead man's daughter were having a little fight and I left to try to get some shut-eye in the recreation carriage.
That's right. They were at it for nearly an hour. Say, do you remember what they were fighting about?
Now that ye mention it, it was something about expensive wine. You don't think this bottle could be theirs, could you?
It is the most expensive wine on the train.
Oh yeah, there was also the blackmail.
What? Why did you mention this sooner?
Didn't you?
Robert. It's all par for the course in capitalism. Apparently old William Magnus was blackmailing someone named C. I guess his daughter thought it must have stood for Carter, because she wouldn't let it go. But Carter kept denying that he was receiving any threats.
This is an important development. Thank you, Klaus.
Yeah. Thank me later, comrade.
The current time is 3. The current time is 3.
Oh, Arthur. What timing? We were just discussing your food.
You were.
Indeed. The soup was absolutely fantastic. And the presentation was absolutely sublime.
Oh, I am honored to hear that you liked it. It's my brother's recipe. We used to run a restaurant in India, you see. I handled the business, but helped out with the cooking when I could. Oh, good times. That's back when the local businesses thrived.
Arthur, you look uneasy.
Sorry, madame. It's just, at first I thought you were going to question me, with all of these rumors of poison circulating.
Poison?
Olivia's imagination at work, I'm sure. She must be under a great deal of stress.
I wish it were. Alice just found a small bottle of strychnine planted in my kitchen. All of the evidence points to Mr. Magnus indeed having been murdered.
No way.
Well, it's your kitchen, Mr. Darcy. Why were you keeping a bottle of strychnine around?
Rat poison?
So much for avoiding being questioned.
I beg your pardon, Mrs. Chamberlain. Do you really think I would keep such a hazardous substance in my kitchen? No, someone must have snuck into the kitchen after I closed up shop a little after midnight. I practically had to drag that Klaus Metz fellow back to his room, so it slipped my mind to lock up.
What a convenient excuse.
If you're so insistent the bottle of strychnine was placed there, Arthur, then who do you think entered the kitchen when it was closed?
I suppose it could have been almost any of the passengers. Alice is the only person I can vouch for. She was asleep in the crew carriage by midnight. She was up a little later to get something out of her bag, but she didn't go far until we heard the scream.
Well, we look forward to her grand reveal. 3:45, was it?
That's right, sir. 3:45 in the dining carriage. She thinks she has this mystery all solved, but I'm not so sure.
Well, if nothing else, it sounds entertaining. Shall we go, dear?
Yes, let's. Goodbye, Arthur. And good luck.
The current time is 3:30 a.m.
Olivia, wait.
Thomas, stop following me. Unless you're ready to come clean.
Please, just hear me out. You were wondering where I was before one. And it's true I wasn't in my room.
I knew it. You were in Father's room, strangling him.
Come on, Olivia. There were no signs of any kind of struggle in your father's room. But I think I know how the old man must have been killed.
This had better be the whole truth this time, Thomas.
Yes, of course. I'm afraid it's not a good look for me, Olivia. But I'll tell you everything I know.
Ooh.
Go on.
Well, a little after midnight I saw the chef and the baggage boy taking Klaus Metz to his room. After they were all gone, I knew that was my chance. I snuck into the kitchen carriage and swiped a bottle of wine for us. I wanted to make it a special evening for you and I.
I can't believe this. It was bad enough when I thought you had spent what little you have on a bottle of wine. But to steal from the kitchen. Shame on you.
I'm so sorry. I wasn't thinking straight. Your father was being a real bully earlier this evening while we were dining together. I got an earful about how I should stay far away from you. I just wanted to feel close to you for a night.
I see. And that's the whole truth?
Almost. While I was in the kitchen looking at the wine, I saw something I now think I wasn't supposed to see.
What is it?
In between the remaining bottles of Pinot Grigio, I saw a small bottle of strychnine. It's a kind of deadly poison. At the time I figured I would report it to the police once we arrived at the station, even if it meant incriminating myself for theft.
Wait, what? Strychnine.
Olivia, what is it?
I heard that word earlier. The waitress, Alice Christie, was talking about strychnine with the baggage boy, John Smith. It was halfway through our game of blackjack, so she and John must have been talking around midnight. Maybe they were plotting to kill Father.
If that's true, wouldn't we have seen them go by my room?
Interesting.
As far as I can tell, we were the only ones up after one.
I suppose you're right. Will you promise me that you'll never hide anything from me ever again?
I promise. And I promise I'll pay for the wine as soon as I see the chef. Should we go finish the rest of the bottle?
I think I've had enough for one night. Let's save the rest for when whoever murdered Father is caught.
The current time is 3:45 a.m. The current time is The current time is 3:45 a.m.
Julia.
You are in The current time is 3:45 a.m.
Maybe if we talk to him, we won't
You are
get
in the dining
shot.
carriage. Hello, Jeffrey.
Oh, it's you. I was hoping I wouldn't have to see your ugly face again.
I see you're as polite as ever. I was hoping you could tell me a little more about your parents, Catherine and Jeffrey Sr.
Now, just who do you think you are? An inspector? I don't think so. What are you doing prying into others' affairs? Keep out of other people's business.
I suppose I do lack authority, but I am interested nonetheless.
If it makes you go away faster, I'll tell you what I know.
Thank you. So, are your parents close?
They hate each other. My father thinks my mother is too flirtatious with everyone around her. My mother thinks my father is too stuffy and serious. I'm a reminder to both of them that they're stuck together.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Old William Magnus was the only one who actually liked me. I was going to get engaged to his daughter until that prick Thomas Carter came along and ruined everything.
Do you think any of them could have killed Mr. Magnus?
I wouldn't put it past any of them, really. They all do what it takes to get what they want. I can vouch for my father, though. He was with me the entire night, much to my disappointment.
What about your mother?
She was with us most of the night. After dinner, we went to the recreation carriage to play some blackjack. Olivia needed cheering up, or so I was told. Really, I think it was old Magnus's idea to get us closer.
Do you remember what time this was?
What do I look like, a human clock?
Oh, but you're probably rich enough to own a watch.
I guess it was around half an hour before the kitchen closed, so we must have been playing from 11:30 to midnight or so.
Thanks. What happened then?
Well, my mother detests blackjack, so she decided to head to bed early. She was fast asleep by the time we finished playing and headed to bed ourselves.
There's still
I
the
see.
pistols under the bed as well.
Well, are you happy? If you don't mind, I can actually get some alone time for once.
I'll leave you to it. Thanks, Jeffrey.
I hope you lead a sad, lonely life. Just like that wine bottle in the corner. A sad life to match this train's sad service.
The current time is 4 a.m. The current time is 4 a.m. The current
Yeah? Oh, the wrong way.
The current
Trying to
time
do
is 4 a.m.
different things.
The current time. The current time.
See anything out of the ordinary?
Nothing so far. But what a mess it is in here.
Olivia claims to have been in here from 1 to 2. I wonder if that American baggage boy has anything to do with this theft.
He's been really rude lately, hasn't he? You'd think he'd have more respect for us, with this being his first time on the train.
Say, what is that on the floor? Is that a cork?
Yes, it is. And I know that smell anywhere. It's Sebastiani's fine Italian Pinot Grigio, the specialty of my kitchen.
Could it be?
Yes, it's unmistakable. This must be from the stolen bottle of wine.
My thoughts exactly. This is really quite mysterious. 2 identical bottles of wine, one stolen and the other used to commit murder. The big question is, which one is which?
Whatever happened to Magnus's bottle anyway?
That's
It wasn't in his room when
Metz's
his poor
room.
daughter found him dead.
I suppose there are 2 options, aren't there? The murder weapon could either be a bottle hidden somewhere in this room, or it could be the empty bottle that mysteriously showed up in Klaus's room just after the murder.
In Klaus's room. Why didn't you tell me this earlier? He could just as easily be our thief, with that alcohol addiction of his.
Let's take this one bottle at a time. If I were Thomas, where would I hide something secret?
Check under the bed. Anyone who knows anything about wine knows to keep it in a dark place.
What, uncorked?
Anyone who thinks they know anything about wine.
Well, would you look at that? You're absolutely right. There's a half-empty bottle of wine under there.
So we know either the murderer or the wine thief was here in this room.
Either way you look at it, this isn't a good look for Thomas Carter.
You want to know what happened? Do you ask?
How mysterious. That sounded...
He still got shot.
Calm yourselves.
Why on earth are they fighting?
Great Scott! On my uncle's moustache.
Please, calm down, everyone. Thomas and I, we opened a bottle of champagne, that's all. But the champagne must have been greatly pressurized. The cork hit me here, in my chest. It hurt like hell, that's why I'm holding it. Don't worry. I'm not injured. Please, everyone, go back to your rooms. Go back to your rooms. Everything is under control.
The current time. The current time is 4. The current time is
Current.
the current
current.
time is 4.
The current.
The current time. The current. The current time is 4:30. You take some time. The current time is 4.
I need another drink.
No,
I appreciate-
already heard this one.
I will be back in a moment.
You're
The current time is 5 a.m. You are in the first
He's
class
not going to
carriage.
talk to us and not waste time.
This is the
I will
Chamberlain
be
family's room.
right back.
Jim- The current time is
Pointless talking to.
the current
Why are
time
you
is
in my
5 a.m.
room?
Has he passed by? Phew. I'm glad he's gone.
Agreed. That man can take his communism with him to the grave. Did you hear what he was muttering under his breath? To me, it sounded like, I knew Carter could do it.
I do find it odd that my son would have champagne with Carter. They're mortal enemies. Unless...
Unless what?
Oh, the thought is too harsh on my poor little heart. What if Klaus talked to my son and Carter? Talked them into his vile ways?
Is that why he's on the train? Trying to mislead the kids into believing his nonsense? That explain why he seems so out of place.
Speaking of out of place, what are you doing in Robert's room? Avoiding Klaus as well.
Dusting? Apparently it's a requirement of the job. If I'd have known, I would have signed up as a waiter instead.
I thought some of the things in our room had been tampered with. I figured it was that Alice Christie character. I take it that you dusted our room while we were having dinner.
No. I was at my station in the baggage carriage. I came to dust at 11:30.
Oh, did you? How quaint. Do you have an alibi to back that up?
Why do you ask?
I can't help but realise that you were next to Magnus's room around when he was last seen alive.
Oh, right. If you must know,
Lady
I left the
McGree.
door open until that Thomas Carter kid started eavesdropping. He must have found my midnight dusting routine to be rather out of the ordinary.
He couldn't have been there the whole time though, could he?
What, you think I slipped into the old man's room after he left?
I'm just saying that it could be a possibility.
Well, I hate to rain on your little parade, but there were all sorts of people coming by, including our resident communist himself. He was so drunk by midnight, Arthur needed help getting the little man back to his room. I'm sure your husband and son noticed as well when I returned to the baggage carriage while they were playing blackjack.
Well, that is a rather strong alibi.
What about you, huh? I noticed you weren't gambling with Olivia and your family. It was just the three of them in the recreation carriage both times I passed through.
Of course I wasn't there. Gambling is such a waste. Even when there's no actual money at stake, it's an absolute waste of time.
So where were you?
You seem like such a nice man, so I'll tell you. But you must keep it a secret.
Sure.
While my husband and son were indulging their vices, I had my own moment of weakness.
I mean, I feel like I solved it in the first run, and now I'm just getting different sides of the exact same story. Did you have a good birthday, Lady McGree?
I ordered some extra dessert during dinner, you see, and snuck into the dining carriage to finish it.
Ha! So you have a sweet tooth. I get it. You've got to keep that one a secret, or the public will be talking about it in no time.
These are not matters to be laughing about, Smith.
Fine. I'd better be going anyway.
Ta-ta for now.
The current time is 5:15 a.m. The current time is The current time is 5:15 a.m. You are in the second class carriage.
We did that already.
The current time is 5:15 a.m. You are in the first class.
Good.
The current time is 5:15 a.m. The current time.
This is not good. Where could it have gone? That damn Catherine. No wonder she was going on and on. Alice must have asked her to stall me. Damn, this is not looking good for me.
What's wrong, John?
Bah. Robert! Don't you have something better to do than to spy on me?
I'm sorry, it wasn't my intention to listen in. Though I did hear you say that something was missing.
Oh, yes, fine. I'll let you in on another secret. I've been keeping tabs on the Chamberlain's bank accounts for quite some time now.
Really? How do you even have access to those?
That's on a need-to-know basis. What I can tell you is they've been making large withdrawals of cash on a regular basis. I had a bank ledger as proof, but now it looks like it's in the hands of that damn waitress. No wonder she's been so interested in searching all the luggage. She must have been bribed to retrieve.
Couldn't she have just stumbled across it while investigating Mr. Magnus's murder?
She's been trying to get into the luggage all night, even before the old man was found dead. I bet investigating's just been a clever cover story for her true intentions of hiding all the evidence.
Do you think Alice could have been the one to murder Mr. Magnus?
Look, kid, the way I see it, that's the way all the evidence is pointing. Just after midnight in the baggage carriage, she was ranting to me about strychnine and how it's overused in murder mysteries. Do you really think it's a coincidence that old man Magnus was found poisoned 2 hours later?
That would be a strange coincidence.
What I just don't understand is how she could have gotten a bottle of strychnine back to the kitchen after she did the deed. She was in the baggage carriage getting ready for bed by the time the kitchen carriage closed, so surely the chef would have noticed something if she doubled back after delivering Magnus's wine at 1:45.
Good point.
What a damn disaster of a night. Do me a favor, will you? Stop sticking your nose into other people's business. There have been too many cooks in this kitchen, and the killer might get away because of it. We're just about to arrive at the station, so here's your bag. Now, get lost.
Rude.
The current time is 5:30. The current time.
I was hoping to talk to Alice.
The current time.
Talk to her.
The current time. The current time.
Option there.
The current. The current. The current time is 5:30 a.m.
Alice, what are you doing here?
Oh, wait, no.
How? Look, it's just a box.
We got that. We'd already did that one. Damn
The
it.
time is 5:40.
Let's talk to everybody.
I've given it a great deal of thought, and I find the
It is 6. Do you tell them?
What have we got in this evidence log?
Alice Christie rummaged through the baggage a little after 1. Alice Christie was the last to see Magnus alive around 11:45.
I might accuse Alice, that would be funny.
Alice Christie is obsessed with murder mysteries. Alice Christie and Arthur Darcy both retired to their quarters at the back of the train around 1. Alice Christie and John Smith were talking about strychnine from 12 to 12:30 in the baggage carriage. Alice delivered wine to Magnus's room at 1:15 to midnight. Arthur emigrated from India years ago. Geoffrey Chamberlain Sr., Geoffrey Chamberlain Jr., and Olivia were playing blackjack together from 11:30 to 12:30. Catherine was away from her
it's
family
obviously
from
the
11:30 to
Chamberlains.
12:30 while they were playing blackjack. The Chamberlains all fell asleep around 12:30. The Chamberlains were making large cash payments to someone. Geoffrey Chamberlain Jr. was with his father all night. John Smith is an American. They're dodgy buggers.
Sorry.
John Smith was dusting in the Chamberlains' room from 11:30 to midnight, and nobody else was with him. This was John Smith's first time working on the train. John Smith helped Arthur bring Klaus back to his room at midnight. Klaus is addicted to alcohol. Klaus was the only passenger in the dining carriage from 11:30 to a little after midnight. An empty wine bottle was found in Klaus's room after the murder. A blackmail letter addressed to C was found in Magnus's room. There were no signs of a struggle in Magnus's room, and the victim had no visible wounds. Olivia and Thomas were having a heated discussion in his room after 1. William Magnus wanted his daughter to marry Geoffrey Chamberlain Jr. instead of Thomas Carter. As his sole kin, Olivia Magnus is favoured in her father's will. Dueling pistols were found under Magnus's bed. Alice discovered luggage belonging to a passenger named Thaddeus Saxton. There was a knife inside. A bottle of strychnine was found in the kitchen. Only a few people were in a position to use it. Thomas Carter and William Magnus were having a tense discussion over dinner. Thomas is in a tremendous amount of debt. Nobody passed by Thomas' room after 1 o'clock. A half-finished bottle of wine was found in Thomas' room after the murder. Thomas stole a bottle of wine from the kitchen around 12:45.
I just
Alright.
accidentally said
What sort of
Olivia
evidence
did
do
it.
you
I
have
did
to-
not mean to do that. Oh! Damn it. No, we accidentally said Olivia. I didn't mean to do
Alright.
that, but never
What
mind.
sort of
No signs of a
that
struggle.
makes- that makes sense.
I meant to accuse Alice because that would have been funny, but
That makes...
we got enough evidence to accuse everybody.
I don't see how that points to Olivia.
I don't know what I clicked on there.
That makes sense.
Do you tell him?
That makes... I don't see how that points to...
The year is 1906. 2 days have passed since you arrived at the station. Klaus Metz is the obvious suspect, having voiced his hatred of the upper class. However, after being arrested and tried, there is insufficient evidence to convict him. He certainly had the motive, but lacked the both means and the opportunity. The murderer remains at large. Perhaps you missed something in your investigation.
No, I just clicked on the wrong person, and yeah. But yeah, we got 7 out of 11 story moments. We didn't get anything on that last playthrough. Let's just have a peek. Duel avoided. Yeah, you see, that's what I was trying to do. Self-assured. Untoward whispers. And well rested. Or maybe we could just go back to our room and sleep. That would be quite funny. I mean, we could.
You want to know what happened?
We don't care. Investigate.
The current time is 2:50. The current time.
Your room.
The current time is 2:15
Why is
a.m.
Thomas Carter in my
You are in
room?
the You take some time to... You take some time to rest. You take some time to... You take some time to rest.
So obviously people are in rooms. There we
Take
go.
some time to rest. The current time is 4 a.m. You are in the second-class carriage. The current time is 4 a.m. You are in the second... The current time is 4 a.m. You are... The current time... The current time is 4 a.m.
I'm going to say we have no evidence because we haven't talked to anyone.
The current time is 4 a.m. You take some... The time is 4:30 a.m. You want to know what happened? Do you...
Please come.
The current time is 4:40. The current time is 4:45. The current time is. You take some time to. You take. The time is 5:45 a.m. It is 6 o'clock in the morning, and the train has arrived at the station. As soon as the station staff realize what happened, they call the police. You are approached by an officer and asked what you know about the situation. Be careful, you can only convince the officer if you select evidence that points at your suspect. You have encountered a new story moment, self-assured. Do you tell them? The year is 9.
So we got 2 more story moments just by being very silly. I feel that's a good one. We didn't get Jewel Avoided or Untoward Whispers, but that's fine. If you want to figure out how to get the whole lot, the game's literally like £2.50, $3. So, you know, not expensive. These ones are fun. I wasn't quite as intrigued with that one as I was with Heart of Ice. Possibly just because I guess the murderer in the first playthrough. I don't know. I think when you've read a whole bunch of murder mysteries, you can sort of predict it from the beginning. But anyway, it was enjoyable at least. And it, you know, it killed some time. So thank you very much to ID at Xbox for the code for that one. I'll be back on Saturday, co-stream with Jesse. We're playing, I believe, House of Da Vinci 3. We're hoping that they've improved the controls by that one. It's not a true co-stream, we're just playing the same game at the same time, but it goes a little better if you've got assistance with some of the puzzles. I don't think it's an actual one you can play together cooperatively, but yeah. And then Sunday's Persona, and then next week, as I said, only a Thursday stream, because I have plans. So yeah, but thank you all for being here. Thanks to Hevel for the raid. You've all been wonderful, and I've been Joe, otherwise known as Angel SK, and I will catch you later.